Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program with me, Cykobox. We are here, we are back in the vehicle assembly bay, and it is time to design the ship that's going to go to Moho. So, I did a little research and I found out that the goals I set for us are, in fact, goal number 1, land a Kerbin on Moho and get him back. Goal number 2 is land a Kerbin on one of the moons of Jewel and get him back. So, apparently Moho is one of the hardest places to get to and get back from. It takes a lot of Delta V because you have to slow down so much because you have to go in towards the sun, and by the time you're going in towards the sun, you have so much speed to bleed off. So this is kind of where I'm at. Here is a Moho lander. What the fudge is that thing sticking out? What are you doing there, little buddy? Oh, you're messed up. I didn't skip. I did not skip me creating this. But I am going to just not upload it because it literally took me 2 hours of bumble fudging around and looking up stuff on the internet. So this is what I came up with. The thing to go to Moho is going to be 3 parts. So we have to get a Kerbin to Moho and back. So part 1 will be the main boosters, the main thruster, the quote-unquote interplanetary drive system. And that is going to have the engines and the fuel and the piloting system to get one chunk of stuff to Moho and back from Moho. Then there's going to be part 2. Part 2 is the part that's going to go from orbit to Moho, and then from the surface of Moho back up into orbit. And that is this part. It literally took me like 2 hours to design this. So I cut out the part where I have no idea what I'm doing and bumble screwing around. It is powered by 2 nuclear engines, which I believe should have enough thrust to get us there. To get us off of the planet. Now, Moho has no atmosphere, so we don't have to worry about getting through an atmosphere, which means these will be working in a vacuum, which means they will have their higher ISP value of 800. So it is more advantageous to use nuclear engines. The thrust is really, really low, though. So I'm not quite sure. Oops, sorry. I'm not quite sure. I'm not 100%. I did watch a video, and he had a lot bigger ship than this, and he landed and took off with 2 nuclear engines. So that's pretty much what I've got going on here. Basically, the way that it works is that if you look from the top down, these 2 are our engines, and then these 4 are just straight up fuel tanks. We've got some communication bits in here, and in here. We've got a little bit of science thing drizzled around here. There's a ladder here, some ladders here. Here's a science thing. I figured if we were going to go to Moho, we might as well bring the science. The little bit of weight that is the science isn't going to kill us. The question is, where do we stick it in the hierarchy of the parts? Because it's so small, it doesn't really fit anywhere. And I didn't want to bring like 4 of them or 6 of them or 2 of them. I just want 1 for the surface. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. The question is, what part is going to land back on Kerbin? Now, I thought about this for a while, and I have come to the conclusion that instead of having part 3, which is part 3 is to just take the astronauts from space and then land in Kerbin, have a separate spaceship that they just dock with in orbit around Kerbin, and then land with that. I actually want part of this spacecraft to the part that landed on Moho to land on Kerbin, so that I have technically, I don't really think it really matters in the game, but for the science of it all and for the quote-unquote real-world value and the RP role-playingness of it all, I'd like some part of the thing that landed on Moho to be the part that returns to Kerbin. So that's kind of the general idea. So this part right here, the actual command pod, this whole thing comes off. It has a heat shield. It has some parachutes on it. This is the part that has the communicrons on it. And then this part will actually dive back into the surface of Kerbin and land. Hopefully not explode and die a horrible death. So this is kind of where I'm at with this part. These, what is, no, don't start extended. What the hell's wrong with you? So this is kind of where I'm at with this thing. This is great, grand, wonderful. It's a little oblong and a little weird, which I'm kind of fine with. But hold on, this needs to be a little more secure. Oh, that's not going to work at all. All right. Okay, fine. Turn all of you off. You. And then you to you. Now, the question from here is, how do we get... We need to build and design the part that's going to get this lander bit into space. Also, one thing to note is I've taken all the oxidizer out of all of these tanks. Since these nuclear engines only run... as you can see, they only run on liquid fuel. Ba-doop. We don't need oxidizer, so I've removed all the oxidizers from all these tanks. Don't need it. It's just added weight. And we don't need it. So we don't have it. Go away. Okay, so we saved that part, and we need a new one. So I've come to the conclusion that there's two ways to do this. This thing has this holds 3, but the part that lands only holds 1, which I think is kind of backwards. Maybe we should have 3 Kerbins, or we should just take one of these guys, I guess. Because we're going to need something that drives the... well, I mean, if we do this, then we're going to have 2 Kerbins that need to come back, and this thing only seats... I mean, the lander only seats 1, because it's got this guy. This guy only seats 1. Yeah, crew capacity 1. This has a crew capacity 3. So maybe we go back to the lander, and we make it the 3-banger, so that 3 Kerbins can land. Because that's also the part that's going to land back on Kerbin. So I don't want to... If we do this, then... If this is the part of the driver... Okay, fine. Open, don't save. Where's our lander? Moho, lander, load. Okay, we want to take the heat shield off. Ugh, we gotta take all this crap off. I want one of you. Alright, you go. Alright, we'll just take all these parts off. Stick them right here so we know what to put back on. Come off, little buddy. Nope, I want you. Parachutes. That's it, right? Okay, you. Go away. I want one of you. Yeah. No, Did I break it? What happened? I broke it. Great. Fudge buckets. Arrgh. How do I make you the root? Actions. Tool. Reroute. Select a set of 2 or more parts to reroute. I use the root tool on a single part. Alright, never mind. How did I... Oh, there you are. Okay. Docking port. Where did the guys come out? Here? You or two of you. There were like 4 of you. And then we'll put all the science things down here with the rest of the science. I don't need 4 of you. Sure, we'll do 2. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. Nope. 2. Oh, also, there's 2 mystery goo-goos down there. Where? Whatever, that's fine. Okay, so this will be our Moho launcher or lander save. So this will be now the thing. So this thing can hold 3. The other thing that we need is it has a docking port on the front. Now the reason it has a docking port on the front is because it's going to need to eventually dock back with the interplanetary drive system. So it's going to have to redock, which I'm not thrilled about because these docking things aren't necessarily the most, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not the most stable. There actually is a more stable, bigger docking port, but lo and behold, it is right here. And we haven't unlocked it yet. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to do one of these missions, because there's 2 missions, one's to Moho and one's to Jewel. We're going to do one of them, and then the science that we get from this mission will upgrade so that we can redesign and re-upgrade our thingamabob for the next mission. We'll redesign this and upgrade it and get to play again, because that's really the fun part, right? We did the exact same mission twice, just in opposite directions, and it's not really that fun. But this D part, so I'm thinking since this connection is going to be weak, this docking connection to the interplanetary drive system is going to be weak, we might just ditch all of this when we bounce. The other thing that I just noticed is I don't know that fuel flows that way, so let's through the do the whatever these are called. What are the things that jettison? These guys. I don't know if fuel flows through those, so I'm gonna just do this really quick to make sure these tanks aren't just sitting there doing absolutely no good. Oh crap! The other thing that we need is we need RCS because we're gonna be docking with this bastard. So where's the coupling payload? Command and control. We need some RCS. Gulu's here and here. Now those are going to jettison. So we also need some here and that's right in the middle of the stairs. All right, we'll move them over a little bit there and there. We also need some RCS fuel. Not that big. Let's put some of these radial things on, right? Yeah. How do I... Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. That seems janky as balls. Let's maybe do these guys. These guys? No, that's weird. Maybe we can stick them in this little science thing. Ooh, maybe we can put them on the butt. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I don't think we need something that big, but maybe one of these guys and a couple of these guys. What do you think about that? That looks cool and weird and spacey, right? So how much? No, it doesn't say. Electrical charge required, not generated. Oh, that's a good point. Thanks, Chuckles. Aerodynamics, thermal, electrical. We need some batteries. Batteries always help, right? Where the shit are we gonna put some batteries? Let's put some batteries up here. Batteries. Where are the big mamma jammas? Where the hell can we put these things? Maybe we don't need the big mamma jammas? Maybe we just put a couple of these guys on here? That's a... How is there not... How did that not... Oh, you are so weird. Why did you do that? Okay. That's funky, Cole Medina. Alrighty, where can we put some solar panelages? Alright, well, we've got those 4. Maybe 2 biggins? The hell can we put this? Ooh, maybe we do that. That's not a bad idea. I like that. That's funky and different and cool. Can we spin it? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, it's right in the middle of the ladder. Balls. You know what? Screw it. Let's put it right here. It's gonna look cool. And then we also, like, when these jettison, these guys will be able to hold us up. The thing is, we don't have any solar panels on that guy, so let's just put a couple there. And there. Nope, we don't need that big one. Nope, don't need that bigger one. There. That should give us enough. That should give us enough solar panels to survive. I mean, we're not really doing that much with this guy. Okay, cool. Save. Is there any other warnings? There's nothing concerning about this vessel. Hey, nice. Okay, cool. Save that. New. Alright, we want this guy pod. So this is going to be powered by, it's pretty much going to be our interplanetary thruster, which is going to be big, and have the, where is it? Science, utility, nope, 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 nope. There it is. This guy. Now, unfortunately, this is not this big. So let's reinforce him a little bit, cause reasons. And then 4. Boom. 4 nuclear engines. We also don't need any oxidizer. Now, how can we maximize this? Pretty much the only point of this thing is it is going to have a lot of engines. Now, if I remember correctly, it takes a lot to stop at Moho, and before I forget, we need a where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We need a docking port on the front of this thing. Because we want to dock the other thing on the note. There's... Nope. I just want... Why is that not, like... There. That doesn't... I'm not thrilled about that. But, what are you gonna do? Okay, so... Other than this, what do we need? Alright, that's 2,880 fuel. And each one of these guys is 1.53 liquid fuel a second. So that's quite a long time to burn just off of that guy. But it's not... Oh, go away. It's not forever and always. I'm thinking maybe we put 2 more... It's my phone. Maybe not like that. Maybe we do... Maybe we do something like... Something like this. And do... where the hell? How come I never find this crap? Where is it? Structural? Oh, there it is. Maybe we do something like this? That's not what I want to do at all. Something like this. Where is it? That. Come on, connect to the thing. Maybe we do something like this. I mean, the whole point is that we have a gas station in, so we can absolutely 100% fill this up with fuel before we go. We don't necessarily need more engines, we just need more fuel. So maybe we don't do this. Maybe we do this. Maybe we do this. Maybe we do... I don't think we need another, like, freaking massive amount of engines. I like it when you're twisted. Like that. Maybe we do something like this. Something like that. And then... Well, these have fuel crossfeed. Crossfeed toggles in editor and flight. Default off. Radial decoupler. That is not symmetrical at all. And then, like this kind of thing. More fuels. I am paranoid we're not going to have enough fuel to get there. I don't know if you've picked up on that, but that is my one fear, and I don't want it to be true. So, whatever we got to do to make sure we got plenty of fuel to get there, that's what I want to do. Don't need any friggin' oxidizer. Learn that mistake. Don't need any oxidizer. No, no, no. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. What do you think about this? Is that enough fuel to get us there? All this has to do is push. Right? Like that, like mostly that's what it's got to do. Okay, so then we need some risk, some RCS, you and you and you and you and you and you and you guys and you guys. We need some RCS tankages. Nope. Let's do 4 smaller guys. And see, I wish there was one that was this like diameter but half that size, because it's freaking massive. And honestly, we don't need it, but fudge it. We'll take it anyway. Yeah, great. That works. Then we need solar panels. Yep. I want this thing to be a bird of space. And then we are going to need un crap tonno de batterios. And this is pretty much for powering Bill and Bob's TV to and from Moho, because they're going to be bored out of their mind, and we don't want them to commit seppuku on the plane trip to or from Moho. That would be horrible. So, in prevention of, we want to make sure that these fine gentlemen have plenty of TV and Netflix. That is definitely a mandatory thing. So this is the thing that we need to get into space. I think this will have... I hope this will have more than enough fuel. To be honest, I'm worried it doesn't have enough fuel. We don't need that many batteries. We're not doing any mining. We honestly don't need these. Let's save some weight. We honestly don't need these either. This thing has more than enough RCS fuel. We'll put some little tanks. Some of these nope, that's not. Nope. There we go. We'll put some tanks like this because it looks more sci-fi-y. And that should have more than enough RCS to make sure we make it to where we need to go. Let's also make this look a little less shitty. And then let's make sure it's completely structurally sound, shall we? Let us strut the shite out of this. I don't want any of this getting the wobbles in any way, shape, or form in flight. We're going to have a lot of really long burns, and I would like absolutely no wobbles. None at all. So we're going to strut the crap out of this. What's the saying? Check your struts once, measured, cut twice, whatever it is. Strut twice, cut once, or whatever. I don't remember. There's a tool. There's a saying in there somewhere, I'm sure. That appears to be somewhat structurally sound. Emphasis on the somewhat. Nope, I need a strut. I don't think that's really going to go anywhere. So that's the interplanetary booster system. To push stuff to other planets and maybe back. Sweet. Save it. Is this gonna work or not, guys? I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work. I freaking hope this is gonna work. What am I forgetting? We don't need science. We've got electrical stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything we're forgetting. Parachute missing. Electrical charge generated. We've got. Cannot transmit sound. Oh, we need transmitters. That's a good idea. Where's science utility? Communication. We are going to put 2 relays on the sky, and we are also going to put 2 communitrons on the sky. Now, because this is the part that's going to be orbiting around Moho while the rest of it is actually landing on Moho, that's the use of the relays. Okay. Now, the only thing we need to do is we need to put the lander on the top of this thing, and we need to shoot it towards space. Alright. Next episode, we're going to take all this crap and we're going to put it in space. I think that's a great idea. Save that shit. And I will see you guys next time.